Ah, but you've missed the point of that last recording. You come away thinking, the problem was losing that friend. The problem was stopping going to church. The earliest problem was, I was getting in fights at school. I need to put these things right in the future, not be in an environment where I'm going to be at risk of having fights. Carrying on doing the occupation I like, and I better keep attending church, apparently, listening to enchanted stories. Wrong. The answer is hidden in the medicine. The medicine you don't understand. He says take it twice a day. It must be something significant about that. I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, I did it. The medicine is an unknown. You take that on trust. You don't understand why the medicine works, only that apparently it works. You're trusting it. Similarly, if you don't trust in the advice, it will have no effect on your situation either. But what you've missed is, it's your trust in the relationship you now have with the shaman. You see, you've been transformed actually by a loving act towards you that's come in to rescue. What do you truly value then? You value being rescued. Then your God has to be the personification of rescue. Who rescues you more than anything else in your perception in life? In your original time, your parents rescues you into life. Literally, in some physical sense, they're cause of your creation, and ongoingly in love and care, in that your survival as an infant turns usually through their care. The realization is, yes, I value love and care and kindness and provision, fellowship, loving fellowship. That's what I value. Well, you should pursue what you value with all your heart, soul, mind and strength. Therein lies what you value. You stopped going for it. You stopped singing and dancing and listening to enchanted stories. You don't need anything outside of you to actually do this. But you do need to realize that you need to do it. You need to love your God. And all these other cares will just evaporate away, whether you're in the right environment or not. In the secular philosophical terms, you've come to know thyself. What you truly are as a child of God. Not too competent yet, but a child of God. Learning. And who does the child turn to? The parents. So you turn to your God as your dad. And if he loves you, or she, if you think of it in terms of Divine Mother, Heavenly Father or Divine Mother, but if your parent loves you as themselves, if you matter to them, and you start to realize this as a child, well, you're on cloud 9. You've got the most powerful beings in your universe. and caring for you. Whoa, you grow in confidence and strength and life and energy and vigor. The principle of life is that you love God as your Heavenly Father. That's what the Jesus story is about. He calls him Father too many times to count. He's Dad, Abba, Father, righteous Father, Heavenly Father, loving Father, Dad. Get that right and you're on a firm foundation. Remember, he's your Father. So he personifies all that you truly are. Well, what do you truly value? That's the only thing you can work on until he reveals anything else to you. So it's this love that's cardinal, not your external environment. Your external environment's only significant in as far as it affects this. Well, if you can't change the external environment, you just don't let it affect you. You constantly turn within, rejoicing, singing, dancing, and listening to your Dad. You see, we worship as an external thing, but we love internally because our Heavenly Father is in us, dwells in us. The kingdom of heaven is within us. And nothing can touch that. And it's where our Heavenly Father, our God, is, with whom we are in eternal, perfect fellowship. And the external life can simply vanish as it does at death from this universe. But we are with our Heavenly Father in the kingdom of heaven, eternally. So it is absolutely possible that you enter into heaven here and now. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. You just have to reach out. But actually that means reaching in. For he stands at the door and knocks. You let him into your heart and he stays with you forever. In fact, he was already there, every fibre of your being. And I mean being, not just your physical body. Every fibre of your being is because he wills such. For he is the creator of all things. He is the creator of all. Makes him Father of everything, especially you. We are fantastic creations. Well, we seem pretty phenomenal here, even on the earth. What we are in the realms that we truly inhabit, the dimensions of God, for we are children of God. And we have existence in his realm eternally. Well, that's just fantastic to think about. So, yes, the shaman gives you some medicine, take morning and night, and you'll be well. And you think, oh, I better trust it. Well, you know what to trust then, don't you? And you'll be well. But I might point out, even if you don't trust, there's nothing to stop God bringing trust into your heart in the fullness of time. And suddenly, like Marshall, you think, my goodness, never wanted God to exist before. That's rather lovely. Wow. And I'm flying with joy and happiness around the lake. Whether it was a campus lake or whether it's a city lake or... Well, actually, it doesn't matter what the environment is externally. It's where you are that counts. And you and your Heavenly Father are in the kingdom of heaven. The world is full of transitory things. Interesting to watch. It's not my reality. It's quite instructive. It's a great teaching school situation. But what really counts to me is when I'm at home with Mum. In this case, we think of it in terms of Dad. Dad having the other qualities as well. I think as well. I think both parents are in fact people. And people are a mix of the qualities of the male and the female. Dad is both protective and kind, but Mum's protective and kind too. Mum is warm and kind. Dad can be warm and kind too, when you really need rescue. And you realise you love both, even if they're not getting on with each other. God, you realise you still love both. And you're so glad to find that relationship. Thank you, Heavenly Father, or Divine Mum, or both. Perhaps they're neither male nor female in heaven, but are as the angels of God in heaven.